Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, son. Go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, it's Fields. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd down now, Randall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
And Claypool going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Ready, break.
Now Lance looking to change it up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, green. Smash, red. Eagle blue. Cut.
And Lance now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Lance now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Okay, right. Blue is striking.
Now Lance again. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Claws red. Ready?
Now Lance. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yellow.
In motion, the tight end.
Fury. Yellow. Steel. Black. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Striker. 3-3. Rails. Yellow. Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Go pink.
Metcalf motions left.
White. White. Hut, hut.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this one is right through. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fields. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Here we go.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey. Up.
Now it's Fields. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Damone Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here we go.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lance wants to change him up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
On the double.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and a couple. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trips hurt.
Here's Fields. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
10 cycles.
And Lance, he's going to change the play.
97. 6. Mega. Blaster. 6. Smash. Red. Eat old blue. Set.
On 2nd and 10. Lance. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Black shot. Trail free. Watch out now. 52.
And Lance going to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. That's good for 28 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Claws red.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Blue, go. Fury, yellow. Steel, black.
To throw, it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing now is Lance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Drill. 52.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Yellow.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. Slide blue. Red. Side. White. White. Go red.
Metcalf motions left.
Blue. Black. Green jack. Ready, ready.
On first down, Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Okay, ready?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, hey,
Lamb will go in motion.
Stick, mega. Blaster, stick. Ready?
Play action, now it's Lance. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Got it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Rail. Black shot. Drill 3. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Blue striker. Hut.
They'll set up a throw.
This pass complete to Melton.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. but it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hey,
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Claude red.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Steps away to his left. He's got a man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Ready.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Claude 10. Steel black. Red, yellow.
And Lance now to throw. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, 551, 551.
Fields on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here we go. Eleven.
Moore, the motion man right.
Right.
On 2nd down, Randall. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Light blue. Red, cycle.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Fields going to move him around.
You got a Kenny Bates. Why not?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
6, mega. Blaster, 6. Smash, red.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, ready. Needle blue. On the ball, on the ball. Black shot.
Now Lance. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, Randall. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randall. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position. Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Claws red. Yellow, zoom. Ready, ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
35.
The slot man in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tyler Scott from 6 yards away. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point safely through. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And Lance, he's going to change the play. On 2nd and inches, Lance. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Again, it's Lance. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Watch out now. 50 Furies.
Now Lance again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Bo Melton from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go, son.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Eleven. Yep. Right.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Right back to him on first down. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Moore, the motion man right.
Hey, 551. Tonight.
On second down now. Randall. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go.
The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Out, let's go. Delta.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
No bus. Tonight.
Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Angel. Go.
To throw is Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fields now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Easy.
They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Let's go now. Fight. White. Green Jack. Set. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,